three huge games this Saturday in college football. You know the ones I'm talking about. And Fanduel is offering profit boosts on all three. Let's go talk about how to use them, which teams to take, and everything about these matchups inside. Welcome back, Jungle Nation. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the jungle. Now, we put out a video earlier with our three best plays for this Saturday in college football, week 7, but we're filming a special video because Fanduel, and even if you don't have Fanduel, I like these bets as well. Take these bets in these three big games. We're even putting a lot of time and research into what side we want to be on, but Fanduel is offering a profit boost, I think 30%, 30%. On these three big games. So let's talk about what side we want to be on. I'm not going to hold you. I never like to talk too long. I know we have things to do. So we're going to start with the Texas and Oklahoma game. Texas is laying 14.5 on FanDuel. And that's the side we want to be on. We want to be on Texas. At least I do anyways. Fade me if you like. And if you want to tail me, even better. But with the bonus, with the profit boost, minus 14.5 for Texas plays out at plus 124 odds. I think that Texas is just way too talented for Oklahoma. I think this is one of the worst Oklahoma offensive we've seen in close to a decade. And I don't think that Oklahoma, even though they're at home, is going to be able to keep pace with that Texas offense. Now, they're going to try and make it a muddy game. They're going to try and drag them down, play football like we used to play, fumble rumble style in the back on muddy days and cold days. They're going to try and do that. They're going to try and make it an ugly game. But in the end, that Texas defense is way too good. And that Texas offense is way too good. And I think talent prevails in the end here. Give me Texas minus the 14.5. Game number 2 with the profit boost is Ohio State and Oregon. We got Oregon getting 3.5 points here. Now, this is interesting because both teams have things that I don't really like. I don't like the advantage for I like the advantage. I dislike the disadvantage that Oregon has in the trenches. Ohio State is deeper in the trenches. I think a lot of this game is going to come down, maybe one loss. I think this is going to be the closest game of the three, to be honest. I think that Ohio State has a big advantage in the trenches, but I think that offensively, Dylan Gabriel, when all said and done, statistically is going to be one of the best quarterbacks in NCAA history. Look at his stats. They're remarkable. The way that Ohio State plays defense is they give you a big cushion. They give you a 5-7 yard cushion with their defensive backs. And I think that Oregon can spread it out, man. I think Oregon can get in the open field, and I think they can score. Now, who wins this game, I'm not sure. Okay, you're not sure. No one's sure. That's why we want to take the points here. I'll take the 3.5 no matter what side the 3.5 was on here. When I think the game's going to be that close when I'm placing a bet, that's where the smart bet lies. Give me the Ducks plus the 3.5. And what I think is the most interesting game of the day, Ole Miss and LSU. We have Ole Miss minus 3.5 here in Death Valley. Now, Ole Miss is the more talented team. They're a little bit banged up. LSU's defense, I don't trust. And they don't tackle well in open field. I think that Jackson Dart is going to throw hitch after hitch after hitch after hitch and have those receivers spin out of the catches, get in the open field, and make LSU tackle open field. I think there's going to be a lot of points in this game. I also think that the Ole Miss defense is one of the best it's ever had. And it's so very rare that you say the Ole Miss defense is going to be responsible for holding up their end of the bargain and winning the game. But I think that if you look at the unit versus unit, okay, even LSU has great athletes on both sides of the ball, especially at wide receiver. But unit versus unit, that front seven of Ole Miss, I think, is incredible. Now, LSU has one of the best offensive lines in the country, there's no doubt. But I think that LSU offense, Ole Miss defense is kind of a stalemate, whereas the mismatch is Ole Miss offense against LSU defense. I think there's going to be some turnovers in this game. I trust Jackson Dart to hold on to the ball more than I do the LSU side of it. But here's what I want to do. Here's what I'm doing here. I want the field goal win. I think Ole Miss is going to win, but I think it's unpredictable, but I want the field goal win, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take because we're getting the profit boost, remember. I'm taking the 3.5. I'm moving the spread down. I'm taking Ole Miss minus 2.5. And with the profit boost, that comes out to minus 109. that's what I'm going to do there because I want that field goal win. So I got Texas minus 14.5. I have the Oregon Ducks plus 3.5, and I have Ole Miss minus 2.5. Let me know in the comments below what you're riding, what you're tailing. Good luck to you no matter what side you're on, and I'll see you next time with a little more money in your pocket.